The drop shot, when's a good time to use it? Well, let's talk about when Novak Djokovic uses it. And he does this pretty frequently against Rafa, and it's been super effective in that matchup. You'll have a cross-court rally. Rafa's up here, Djokovic is down here, and then Djokovic will take this shot down the line. Could be a forehand, could be a backhand. And Djokovic, it doesn't necessarily need to be like the greatest shot in the world, but Djokovic is going to start shifting over. And then if Rafa takes this ball back down the line at Djokovic's backhand here, well, if Djokovic is here, the correct recovery point for Rafa is going to be around there, that X mark. So Rafa is going to be moving to get over here. He's going to be moving that away. And so this is a great time for Djokovic to hit that drop shot, obviously the backhand drop shot, back down the line here. And the idea is to get Rafa, and the idea for you is to get your opponent not just running forward at this ball, but having to go that way, stop, and then come forward. That forces them to cover a lot more distance. It forces them to change direction, kind of stop, and then accelerate again. So it makes it much less likely that they are going to get to this ball. So that is something you definitely should incorporate or at least test out in your game. And this is particularly effective. If you watch the previous couple singles videos we released, we talked about how when you run your opponent into this corner, Iga Swiatek will hit 2 shots back here to try and wrong foot the opponent. Then we talked about how Tsitsipas will wait for a shot here. He'll approach, he'll come to net behind an approach shot to the backhand. So if your opponent has all this stuff they need to worry about, adding that drop shot there now becomes like the triple threat, right? You could wrong foot him here, you could hit into the open court, or you could hit the drop shot. So when you start stacking these various plays on top of each other, it can become quite effective because your opponent simply doesn't know what's coming. Now, if you were like Djokovic and you were right-handed and you were playing an opponent like Rafa who is left-handed, then you should check out the singles playbook here. There's a link in the description below, because on page 51, we show you how to beat a southpaw, how to beat a lefty. We actually show you how to beat the 7 types of villains in the singles playbook. The pusher, counter-puncher, aggressive baseliner, serve and volleyer, Dr. Feelgood, that's kind of like a junk baller, all-court player, and then the southpaw. We've got a bunch of plays in here, 41 to be exact, and there's a QR code you can scan that'll take you to a video where the play gets explained. But Djokovic loves this thing because this entire book is gluten-free, right? So it's actually also vegan. So if you scroll down and click the link in the description, you can check it out, and if you like it, pick up a copy, and you won't be messing with your diet at all.